What's cracking, my peoples? Darren McDuffie here, alias Fat Man, helping you become perfectly healthy and toned and conscious, yo. I'm talking today about what causes cancer and other illnesses. Many times, and I believed as when I was really starting out in health and wellness, is that illness came from germs and pretty much came out of thin air. It's just like some people were unlucky, and that's why they had what they were experiencing. If they have, diabetes, if they have cancer, if they have other ailments, then pretty much they were looked at. I looked at them as unlucky. Now, as I began studying more and more and really getting into realizing how our emotions play such a big role in what we experience in our life, I began to kind of attach illnesses to emotions. So whatever someone has experienced, chances are it didn't just come out of thin air. Chances are it built up over time. And I had a mother who passed away from cancer. I don't know what she was experiencing at the time. I don't know how deeply she buried her emotions, but I do think that there's an emotional aspect to, what she experienced. Now, for many of us, when we encounter something that we don't like, our first inclination is to complain. And we complain, and then we get something else to complain about, and then we get, something else to complain about. And then it starts a continuous cycle. It could start with a job where we don't like our manager and we complain about that manager. We complain about the job itself. Then we start complaining about more things in our lives. What I'm trying to get you to understand is this: major illnesses start with little simple things. They start with complaining. And before you know it, boom, bam, then something comes out that really gets our attention. But more times than not, we're getting a warning signal before the big thing comes, but we tend to ignore it. We tend to bury those emotions. We tend to bury what we are feeling. The easiest thing to do is just process your emotions. Acknowledge that you are angry. There's nothing wrong with that, but don't dwell in it. A lot of times, what we do is we experience an emotion and we dwell in it. We complain, we feel fear, we're upset, and we dwell in those emotions. All you want to do is acknowledge those emotions and move forward. Those emotions are there in place to guide you to what feels good, and the contrast or what you're experiencing that you think is bad is in place to make you choose something better. And if you start looking at it like that, and I know, for most of us, can be difficult because when we're in the situation, and I have experienced this on my own, when we are in the situation, it's easy for us to get lost in it versus breathing and really getting in tune with what we're feeling and realizing that this too shall pass. Now, the human part of us always wants to feel limited. There's a spiritual part of you that knows that you are unlimited. You can tap into the spiritual part of you by just being listening. A lot of times we don't listen to our intuition because we don't trust ourselves. And you have to get in an air of trusting yourself and realize that even if you think you're making a mistake, the universe is going to course correct you. Even if you think you're making a mistake, God is going to course correct you. You can never make a mistake. Said this on a video, you'll never get it done and you can never get it wrong. So know that you're never going to make a mistake. You're always going to keep moving forward. Another thing is, we complain about things, we accept our circumstances just simply because, again, the human part of us wants to feel that we are not worthy. We're always looking for someone to anoint us, to tell us that we're worthy and deserving of a higher salary. We're worthy and deserving of a better job. We're worthy and deserving of a good relationship. No one has to anoint you for that. You are worthy and deserving of that by your birthright. Just simply that you are here tells you that you are worthy and deserving of that. So what causes cancer? It's the little things over time, the little things that we do, the little bit of complaining that we do, a little bit of not dealing with our emotions as they arise. And before you know it, they become an illness. And it doesn't happen overnight. It happens little by little by little. And more oftentimes than not, like I said, you get little warning signs along the way. Process your emotions. Learn that you are unlimited. Tap into the spiritual side of yourself and know that you are unlimited. Whatever you're experiencing right now is an opportunity for expansion and an opportunity for growth. Get out of the fear mode and know that whatever you're dealing with right now, you can sit into it and you can feel your way around to something that feels better. Darren McDuffie, alias Fat Man, helping you become perfectly healthy and toned. One love, y'all. I'm out.